ranks, you're going to be in phase one of your training. The objective of this training is to introduce new rules, to familiarize yourself with the geography of the one state map, to familiarize yourself with the radio codes and how they're used, to familiarize yourself with ticket writing, what it is, how to do it, and also to familiarize yourself with basic police procedures. So essentially what you're going to be doing on phase one is just shadowing your FTO. So your focus areas should be one state rules and police faction rules, the violations which go from 1.1 to 3.6, and your basic RP rules, which in your rulebook are the 5.1 through 5.16. You're also going to be focusing on the use of your radio, which is both going to be the slash lobby chat, and then also now our new police radios, which we have and we utilize frequently. And also your macro training, which some of you may have already completed, which is awesome. It's a good head start. Another thing that we're going to go over in this phase of training is body camera familiarization. As I mentioned before, green ticket usage, your faction Discord usage and familiarization, basic patrol procedures, officer safety and situational awareness, high-risk traffic stop and basic traffic stops, and your taser training. So your role is observer. You are not to have any interaction with the public unless otherwise instructed, and during this time period, it is to be expected for the training you to experience scores in the needs improvement range. So it's expected that you are not going to be scoring highly on your ability to do police work. It's okay if you're still learning essentially. Before you have a badge, there's a reason that you don't do anything. There's a reason that you're just watching. So that's going to be phase one. And this is going to be the phase that Mr. Morningstar and Mr. Temple are going to guide you through here, starting now.
Alrighty guys, training has started. You are to maintain professionalism at all times. If you do not maintain professionalism, you will be dropped from my training and you will be running laps around PDG. Let's make sure we're staying focused and professional during the duration of this training.
So, alright, so we're gonna take that Mr. Whatever his name is, it's not gonna come. So James, can you mark his absent for me, please?
Is that Genji?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and mark him absent.
No, you know what? You don't even have to do that. Just get a screenshot of everybody that's in here. Cool.
Alright. Yeah. Well, then again, I got body cam with this right now anyway, so. Alright, so another thing before we start this session. When we call for trainings and you did not show, that's a bad look on you. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, we are, you feel me, here to train. We are here to make sure that y'all are qualified to go outside and make arrests and actually, you feel me, do your job the correct professional way. That don't mean go out there and cuss out a civilian or tase somebody out their car or lock them up because you're unbadged. That is automatic dismissal from the faction, and you will get blacklisted. If a lot of y'all don't know what that means you will not be able to return to PD, Army, or EMS. The only thing you will be able to do is be a civilian or a gang member. I should know. I've been blacklisted so many times, it's ridiculous. Alright, so Roy, do you want to start with the taser training, sir?
That's module 7. Unless you want to go from bottom to up. That's good with me, but I could just give them the classroom stuff first.
Alright, bet.
Alright, guys. So firstly, we're going to be covering the one state rules and the PD faction durules. During this, can you repeat that for me? Did somebody say something?
She said she couldn't hear you.
Can you hear me now, ma'am?
Yes.
Alright. So during module 1 of phase 1, we're going to be oversighting the state, one state rules and the police faction rules. So the overview of these rules mostly include the violations and basic RP rules. Okay. So as of now, I'll just inform you guys on a couple RP rules. What are some of the punishments for these rules, and why we should not commit them? Alright, so firstly, RP1, that stands for deathmatch. Deathmatch is when you're shooting someone without proper use of macros. Okay, so that may be said, someone is shooting in green zone, that is an automatic RP1, 4, 6, and 11. So that would be deathmatch, non-roleplay, roleplay rejection, and green zone non-compliance. Okay? So we need to make sure we are not doing that as officers, because if we are, that not only looks bad for you, that looks bad for the department. RP2, that is deathmatch auto. It is the same thing as deathmatch. You're just using a vehicle, so that means you're doing damage to someone's vehicle, or you're in that vehicle and you're doing damage to someone. RP3, non-roleplay power. This says basically, give me something. Out of non-roleplay power, let's say someone used their try. They tried to do something, they were successful. Let's say they slipped out of those cuffs. If you kept them in those cuffs, you are going against RP3, non-roleplay power. Because in RP, if this was real life and they slipped out of those cuffs, you cannot say, no, you didn't. My cuffs are still on you. That is absolutely insane. So make sure you guys are following RP rules. Make sure you guys are role-playing as much as possible. Make sure you're remembering this is NRP. Your time to roleplay. Your time to engage. Alright. RP4, non-roleplay.
Roy. Let's give him an example of that. You feel me? So when he means by that, so we had a big discrepancy, coming up as well. I had coming up as an officer with the, you feel me? People not throwing up they pat down macros in time. So you will see macros like this real quick. And with that, if that is a success, you must release them out of cuffs, or that would be RP13. It will be you will get banned and lose your job.
Alright. Now we're going to carry on to RP4. RP4 is non-roleplay. RP4 and 6 are two things that go together. They are congruent violations, right? So let's say someone uses /N, they don't want to roleplay with you. Good. There's a 15-minute roleplay rule, right? So if they decline your roleplay, they got 15 minutes before they're able to do that again. Another thing with RP4, let's say
You're shooting someone without using your macros. That is RP4. You are to use your macros before you shoot, tase, do anything like that. When you're handcuffing someone, you are to use your macros. These are the two macros that should be used. You should bring that person their Miranda rights. You should pat them down, double lock those cuffs so they cannot slip out. All right.
So that is RP4, non-roleplay. Like I said, RP4 and 6 go together. RP6 is roleplay rejection. Okay. So that means they're rejecting roleplay. So if they are, let's say after you pat them down, remove other items from them. Let's say they use their radio. That is roleplay rejection, and that is RP4 as well. So do keep that in mind. Next, RP5, metagaming. That is one of our most important things. You should not be metagaming. For example, that is you talking about another city using the word server. That is you saying something out of character, using real world knowledge in roleplay is RP5. So never metagame. That is a serious offense that can get you removed from this faction. Yes, like Mr. Deku just did. Make sure before you want to go non-roleplay, make sure you're talking. If you're talking about something out of character, use /NRP. Okay. Just to make sure you don't get in trouble if city management is watching, or if a civilian is watching and they want to report you to city management. That's to help you. Now, RP7, roleplay disbalance. That's basically saying like that 15-minute rule that we have, right? After you die, you must wait 15 minutes before going to the same RP scene. There's one exception. If someone uses the macro that I'm about to put down below.
Back in the morning.
If someone drops this macro, the 15-minute rule automatically drops. You are able to respond if immediate assistance is needed. But other than that, you must follow that 15-minute RP rule, or that could get you in serious trouble. Next, RP8, AFK. AFK is not to be tolerated. If you're caught going to AFK, you will receive a 3-day vacation via city management. Possible that you will receive you will lose, my apologies, you will lose your role within our police department if you're caught doing so. So make sure we are staying awake. If we are tired, get off. Next, RP9, drive-bys. RP 9.1 is a mass drive-by. What is the difference, you may be asking? RP9 is where someone is hitting someone with their vehicle, so that is also named BDM. Right, so someone is hitting someone with their vehicle. That is a normal RP9. If they hit 5 or more people with their vehicle, that is RP 9.1, which is equivalent to 140 minutes. 100, 1,000, 1440. Fix the time, because I'm not good with it. That is a long time. So if you want to enjoy your roleplay, do not do that. If you see someone doing that and you have it on body cam, make a green ticket to city management. Next, we have RP10, that is repeated kill, right? So RP10 means, let's say you get shot, a medic helps you up, you get shot again by the same person, right? That is repeated killing. That is something that should not be allowed. We're not doing that at all. If we catch any officer doing that, there will be immediate actions taken. So make sure you guys are not killing someone after they're raised or something like that. Make sure we're also not adding cuffs on people that are dead. If they're critically hurt, we should not add cuffs. We can put a pursuit on them. That is it. Do not add violations on anyone after they have died. That is absolutely wrong. You shouldn't be doing it. Next,
RP11. Green zone non-compliance. That means you're not following the rules for green zone. So if you're shooting in green zone, you may be like, you can't shoot in green zones. Right. But the area around HP, which is the front and the back, is considered a green zone, even though you don't have the green gun with the exit on it. It is still a green zone. So make sure you're not shooting there. And when you're inside of that green zone, you're going to utilize your tasers. You're not using any weapons, or you will be going against RP11, and you can get jailed for that and removed from the faction. Nextly, RP12, non-roleplay kidnapping. If you were kidnapped by anyone while you're an officer, act accordingly. Fear RP. So that means that also goes back to RP3, non-roleplay power. Fear RP. What does that mean? You may be asking. Fear RP is role-playing like real life. Role-playing like your life depends on it. Because in real life, in RP, if you're getting shot at, you're not going to run up to the person that is shooting you and try to do some crazy move. Try to tase them. You're not going to try to tase them if you're getting shot at. That is not how that works.
Well, I mean, I don't know. If you're psycho, if you're like, like me, then I could see that possibly happening.
Man. All right.
So that is RP11, non-compliance in green zones. So weapons could be away in green zone. If someone has their weapon away, you warn them. You can most definitely open a ticket in-game in RP for city management due to the fact they are going against RP11. And that would get them a 30-minute vacation in our home downstairs on floor 1 in our jail cells. Next, RP12, non-roleplay kidnapping. I believe that's what we're just talking about. Okay, so let's say someone kidnaps you. You say you don't want to roleplay. So you /N, and they carry on with that kidnapping. They are in violation of RP12. RP13, non-faction roleplay. This is the most important one for you guys. If you are an officer, if you're wearing that badge, if you're wearing that uniform, you are expected to act as so. You should not be acting like a gang member. You should not be acting like a taxi driver. You should not be acting like a whatever you want to act like. You should be conducting yourself as an officer. You should be remaining professional. You should be representing this PD. Next, RP14, discrimination or sexual harassment. That is something we do not tolerate at all. If you have questions on that, please do let me know, but I'll inform you on what sexual harassment is. That is you violating someone's privacy in a way that should never be happening. That is you either saying something to someone sexually, which is absolutely disgraceful, or that is you being discriminatory towards someone due to their ethnicity, due to their how they speak, due to anything. If you're being discriminatory towards anyone, that is a serious violation that can result in you being dismissed from this faction. Last but not least, RP15, disruption of faction operations. So, if you're tased out of your vehicle while you're carrying a suspect, that is most definitely eligible for RP15. You can make a ticket in-game. All good, Deku. Because that is disruption of the faction operations. Just like for Army, if someone comes up there shooting while it's not raid.
Dispatch, Morning Star, show me 10-7 out of service.